Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are trying a few things. You know what I'm saying? Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles, man. Straight like that, man. Let's see who in the building real quick. I know it's Sunday. I know this wasn't scheduled. Let's talk, though. Everything ain't got to be scheduled. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? So how y'all been? You know what I'm saying? How y'all been this weekend, man? What's really been going on with y'all? What's been going on this weekend, man? I mean, you got to be excited for the fact that football is coming back. You got to be excited for a number of things, man, that you've been hearing in the media, as far as rookies being signed, as far as the Philadelphia Eagles, us still having our same presence at head coach. You got to be, bruh. You gotta be. Hey, Smoking Tabasco, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. OGR, what's good? OGR, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How do I feel about the Adams trade? We definitely gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into it, man. I'm trying to get this studio space down packed. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I spent the vast majority of my morning. You know what I mean? The vast majority of my morning trying to get this call-in number thing situated. So, while I got y'all right here, man, do y'all mind? First of all, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Second of all, let me know if y'all mind if we test this live call-in thing right now while we on right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if we could test this live call-in thing right here. I want to see how this thing works. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got right now. Let's get a tour of that studio. Not right now, man. I got things all over the place, man. I got Eagles helmets over there, man. I got stuff everywhere, man. You know what I mean? You see these little sound pads. I got a bunch of them laying all over the place, man. I want to present to y'all. But right now, while I got y'all, we about 50 something strong. Let's test something real quick. Let's test this live calling feature. Let's see how this thing works. I tried to test it with my cousins, but they let me down. I don't think they knew what they was doing. We're gonna see. Let's see. Okay. OGR, what's up, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? See, it keeps giving me the same number. I am really not understanding how you work this thing, to be honest. So I'm using free conference call. Let me call the number and see if it works before I put the number out. While I'm doing that, you know what I'm saying? The Adams trade. Like I said yesterday briefly in the live stream, I don't think the Adams trade to Seattle is a bad trade unless you win the Super Bowl. Now, if you win the Super Bowl, I think it's a good trade. You know what I mean? It's no such thing as a bad trade that leads to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I never heard of one. So if Adams decides to, if the Seahawks actually win a Super Bowl after getting this dude, it was a masterful trade, especially if he plays a big role. I do think Seattle probably almost certainly, in my opinion, won this division, though. You know what I mean? I think so, but you really can't call that this early.
Welcome and thank you.
Okay. So we got a little welcome message real quick. We're gonna send this out. I'm gonna put this in a banner real fast. We're gonna get some people to call in and see if we can hear them over the computer. 4250. All right, so the call-in number is right there. Let's call in and see what we got. You know what I mean? That's the number 602-580-9688. And when they ask you for the access code, that's the access code right there. So what I want to test for, in the stream, Don Juan, what's up? I'm watching the Sixers game. Okay, respect. It's a scrimmage. I was thinking about doing it. You know what I mean? What's up, Brunson? I'm late to the chat. What you think of our start? Who do you think our starting linebacker is going to be? You're not late. We've only been here for 2 minutes. I think our starting linebackers, I think it varies, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to say who's going to be the starting linebackers, but I think Davion Teller going to get some good. I think he's going to get some good playing time in the special teams area. I think his athleticism is going to help him get on the field. Bradley from Temple, a lot of people are up and down with him. I like him. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to call who's going to be the starting linebackers because that's a position that's important. You know what I mean? If you got a strong linebacking core, you definitely could win a Super Bowl in most cases. You know what I mean? If your linebacking core is like one of the foundations of your defense, first of all, if you compile a strong linebacking core with a strong defensive front like we got, you in business, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Because that defensive front not going to give those receivers a lot of time to get open because pressure is going to be on the quarterback at all times. And your linebacking core is going to be able to make quick decisions and jumping routes because the pressure from the front four, you know what I mean? A linebacking core is what we've been missing for a long time, man. It's what we've been missing, man. So we'll see. You think Kayvon going to start before the season? Maybe. Maybe. I need somebody to try to call that calling number real quick, man. Oh, somebody called? Jeffrey Gooden? Oh, OGR, what's going on with you, OGR? Can y'all hear OGR? I just want to get a thumbs up in the chat and see if everybody else can hear you real quick. I appreciate you for calling in. I got to fix this because if a bunch of people called in, then that would be crazy. At one time, I don't know how I'm going to work that. But, it's a work in progress. How you doing, OGR? Okay. I appreciate you. So, yeah, we got to fix this because they can't hear you. Only I can hear you. Yeah, I got to do some more research on that. Somebody else actually called in too. And no, I'm using free conference call. I'm using StreamYards. Yeah, the chat said they can't hear you, but hold on. We about to we're trying to fix it right now. I'm talking to OGR on the I'm talking to the guys in the live stream right now. I'm talking to OGR, figure out Yeah, I'm using stream. Yeah, it's working. I can hear you guys that called in, but they can't hear you on the live stream. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, thank you. Everybody, please hang up besides OGR. What'd you say, OGR? Yeah. Okay, OBS. Okay. Nah, actually, I don't mind if somebody got some good football stuff to say. You know what I mean? I'll patch them in. We can talk. You know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing obviously right now. I just want to talk some football. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see how I can cross this over. OGR, I appreciate you, man, for calling. I'm gonna exit out this program real quick. All right, man. Enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, so that was my guy OGR, man. Giants fan, man. Make sure you sub up OGR, man. One Giant rebuttal, man. He always talking this Giant stuff. Real good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said it's think cause of the headphones. I don't think it's because of the headphones. You know what I mean? You actually need the headphones when you're using the MacBook Pro to split the mic and the headphones. You got to use like one of these fancy little conversion things. But we'll see, man. We'll figure it out. Also have OBS too. I mean, maybe I'll try OBS, but I love streaming on StreamYard. It's one of the best. It's one of the best platforms out there. Try putting it on speakerphone. Yeah, I could put it on speakerphone, but that probably will mess up, a bunch of stuff that, I got going on as far as me hearing and talking. I'll probably be hearing myself, reverb situation. So I didn't really want to do that. Probably check audio input on out course. Yeah. What's good, LB? What's our record? What is our record after the first 5 games? Shout out to you, Armstrong. Our record after the first 5 games. Let me look up the schedule real quick. But before I look up the schedule, let me give some shout outs real quick. I want to give some shout outs to some members, man. I want to give some shout outs to some guys that, been holding me down, man, for a long time on the membership side, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run down this list real quick. Couple shout outs, man. Shout out to my guy Keita Blade Fresh. Shout out D-Rock. Shout out to Davius Brooks, Damian Ramey, Eric Centron, Philly Eagles, Bird Gang, Joseph Brown, Don Juan, Grind Time CEO, Nina Austin, Sharon Gray, Billy Philly, Kelvin, you know what I'm saying? Marleek, Jeff Duffy, Mr. Logic, Mike Polo, Xavier Sowell, you know what I'm saying? Iron Finesse, Eagles One, you know what I'm saying? Rashawn Sanders, you know what I mean? Just to name a few, Philly Fresh, Lavin Williams, Pruitt Sims, Aaron Wingfield, Carl Ray, Elias Stovall, Drew Smith, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the guys that, you know, decided to become a member of the channel, man. Your support is greatly appreciated, man. You know what I'm saying? OGR sub, yeah, definitely sub OGR, man. OGR, a real knowledgeable dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for a lot of people who aren't Eagles fans as well. But our record after the first 5 games, let me look up the schedule real quick in case I miss a game. I think our record after the first 5 games will definitely probably have 1 loss or have us 5-0. Some people say it's delusional, but we're going to explain it. Let's explain it real quick. Eagles schedule. Let's see. So week 1, we got the Washington Redskins. To be honest, that's a body. You know what I mean? What more can you say about it? And I want to talk about the Redskins after this. Washington Redskins, I think it's a body for a multitude of reasons. The Washington Redskins, I think they have a quarterback controversy now, especially with Alex Smith being cleared for contact. Alex Smith, in my opinion, is the more dangerous quarterback if you're talking about Smith or Dwayne Haskins. I just don't think the Redskins got enough. I think they got a new coach, a young quarterback who's possibly starting, and I think we're the better team all around the board. And I don't think Chase Young is going to get a sack against us. I don't think he's going to be a difference maker from week 1. So I think the Eagles are going to take that game. Eagles and the Rams. The Rams can't beat us. It's sort of like how we can't beat Seattle for some reason. This Rams game. I think this is that at Rams? I'm not sure. Because it doesn't say by the schedule that I'm looking at. But I think the Eagles are going to take care of business against the Rams. You know what I mean? We travel well to LA. It's a lot of Eagles fans in LA. I think that game is just in our favor, especially if we look good coming off the Washington game. You know what I mean? I think that we could take care of the Rams. The Bengals and the Eagles, come on, bro. We're going to take care of the Bengals, man. I mean, they got a rookie quarterback. Nothing else more you got to say. You know what I mean? By week 3, I don't see much more experience being gained to that guy. You know what I mean? The Eagles and the 49ers, that's going to be a really good game. I can't wait for that game. I think our schedule is actually pretty tough in the first 5 weeks. Then it loosens up, though. You know what I mean? It loosens up big time for us. That's going to be a tough game. I got to see how both teams looking after that one. And we should definitely beat the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. Ben Roethlisberger is going to throw them picks. I think Darius Slay, I'm going to call this right now. Darius Slay gets an interception against Ben Roethlisberger. Darius Slay probably gets an interception against Joe Burrow as well. You know what I mean? I think it's some favorable matchups right there. So after this, 3-2, in my opinion, is a letdown after the first 5. 3-2 is a letdown. But if you do come off 3-2, with your 2 losses coming to the 49ers and the Rams, that's not a position you want to be in, because right after that, you got the Ravens. But this is what I like about the schedule, man. The schedule has a lot of home games for us. The schedule has a lot of games that we don't have to catch planes to. You know what I mean? I like it. You know, a lot of sleeping in your bed for the first half of the season for sure. A lot of train rides instead of plane rides. A lot of bus rides instead of waiting at the airport. That stuff takes a toll on your body as well. So, you know, you just gotta, you gotta weigh all things in, man. All things in. You know what I'm saying? Weigh all that stuff in. So I think we'll fare pretty well, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into these comments. You podcast ready, fam? Yes, I'm trying to be, man. I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be podcast ready, man. I'm just trying to take it. Hey, my young boy, Bashir, man. Make sure you're sub up Bashir Randall, man. If you want to see how I talked about sports at like, I don't know how old you are, Bashir, but if you want to see how I talked about sports at like 15 or 16, the enthusiasm, the passion, if that's why you love me, this is why you need to sub up Bashir Randall. I mean, He is cut from the stones of my hood. You understand me when I'm telling you this? He is a clear representation of my hood at his age, period. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you sub him up, man. You're going to see it. 5-0, I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You go hard, LB. Been watching for a minute. For sure, later on going your membership and getting the merchandise. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, don't worry about that, man. It's all going to, listen, the membership always going to be there. The merchandise always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's not a race. It's not a race to do either because I'm always going to be here. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be here. So you know what it is. Don Juan, shout out to YouTube, bro. I got my camera waiting for my lights and my green screen. Hey, man, get it cracking, man. Get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Get it cracking. You know what I mean? We got to really start focusing. We say I actually follow Vach. I really don't follow outside of Eagles, but he earned my respect. I'm thinking 4-1. Yes, Vach is a very knowledgeable guy in terms of film breakdown and stuff like that. You know, I've been watching Vach for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's time to start focusing. Hey, OGR, thank you for the donation, brother. It's time to start focusing on the Washington Redskins. It really is, because starting off 1-0 is the main objective for us now. Now that we know football is back, we can start focusing on some things that really matter. You know what I mean? We got to go out there and we got to put our listen, I don't want in week 1, I don't want a come from behind victory. I don't want us having to edge a division rival. I don't want to be on a roller coaster. I don't want to be on a roller coaster in week 1. Spare me from that in week 1. You know what I mean? Spare me. Spare me from it in week 1. If you can go out there and blow out the Redskins, help us feel good as Eagles fans. Help us when we fly that flag. Help us feel good. If you can go out there and blow these dudes out, go out there and blow them out. Go out there and blow them out. That's what we need. We need a win like that week 1. You know what I mean? With all this stuff that's been going on, we need a win like that week 1. You know what I mean? And let me stop calling these dudes by their last name. Let's start calling them the Washington football team. They have no name. The girl has no face. LB, is it crazy to think that Wentz will throw 50 touchdowns this year? It's not crazy because it's done before. It's been done before. I don't know. I don't know about 50 touchdowns, but boy, I sure will take 35. I'll take 35. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz can throw 30 touchdowns effortlessly, man. Effortlessly. You know, and last season is a testament to that. He threw 27 with 8 being dropped. With 8 being dropped. You know what I'm saying? He threw 27 with the weapons that he had. Imagine if everybody catching the ball and everybody getting separation. Just imagine. Just imagine. The sky's the limit for Carson Wentz. Now you say 50 touchdowns could be done because it's been done before. But I want to ask y'all this question right here. Can 4,000 passing yards without a wide receiver getting you 500 be done again? Because last year was the first time we saw that. They hate when I bring that stat up. They hate that one. Murph, my guy Murph, shout out to you, Murph, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. Wentz 38 to 42 touchdowns. Possibly. Let me see my guy. LB, how do you feel about the cap being at $175 million for next year? That's not high enough for the Eagles. That's not high enough for the Eagles, OGR. That's a good question. The cap being at 175 next year. Are you talking about next year or the upcoming year? If the cap is at 175 next year, it kind of helps some teams. You know what I mean? You really can't go too much on the cap space because a lot of teams are going to lose a lot of money due to no seating, due to the pandemic issue. But I think that the pandemic issue and the no seating rule will be changed by mid-season. I think they're going to be allowing fans into the stadiums full force. So the NFL will be able to recoup some of that money back. But 175 million ain't bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Carson Wentz is a gunslinger with no weapons. I got to disagree with you there, Spruce. I got to disagree. Carson Wentz, in my opinion, is not a gunslinger. Carson Wentz is a time-passing quarterback. Carson Wentz is on time. On time, baby. You know what I mean? Some gunslingers just throw. Some gunslingers just like to use their arm power. Carson got touch. Carson got finesse. I could point out two passes to the back of the end zone. That was a great touch pass across his body. Gunslingers rarely can make that throw. Josh Allen can't make that throw. The throw to Greg Ward to end the game, that beautiful touch pass to the back pylon, he can't make that throw. He's all about putting power behind the ball. He did it again on the 2-point conversion to Nelson Aguilar. What game was that? I think it was the Dolphins game. I need Carson to win MVP. I need him to win a Super Bowl. Because you could win a Super Bowl without winning MVP. I need Carson to win Super Bowl MVP. That's more important to me. Massachusetts loves you, OGR. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Travis Maddox, yo, LB, what up, bro? What's going on, Travis? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, man? I love interacting with y'all, man. It makes my day, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you do all that. I'm in the studio just hanging up these little sound things. I got the mic, I got a mic right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get things to an optimum level in here, man. A level that I feel comfortable. My couch I just ordered is going on that back side of the room. Got a spare mic. You know what I mean? Got a lot going on. Because people could, you know, if you're in the area and we got a good rapport, you could pull up, sit on that couch. You get a mic, I get a mic, and we could really, really talk, man. Really, really talk. I got dual monitors. That's why my eyes probably look crazy. You know what I mean? We could really, really talk. I could have actually did my ladies' night show right now. I got a ladies' day show. You know what I mean? I have a list of female sports heads that want to come on and we could talk sports too, man. I think we got to show some of the ladies love because, you know, they really be on their sports as well. You know what I mean? First, Rue Girl and Kirsten will be first. I could have checked with their schedule and we could have been doing this right now. Proud to be a part of this Eagles Nest family. Hey, man, me too, man. Nothing like it, bro. Nothing like it. Eagles going to run a Philly special when the Cowboys win an NFC championship. Zeke will leave for Cabo. Dak will turn into a drunk and beat his wife. McCarthy will leave and Mark Holmes will cry. Yeah, we don't want nobody to beat their wife. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me an interesting question. Does Dak Prescott want to be in Dallas? You know, that's really Cowboy business. It's not really our business. Our job is to go out there and beat him twice a year and 3 times in the playoffs if they're lucky. You know what I'm saying? But where would you want to be if your employer didn't want to pay you? If your employer, you know, where would you want to be if your employer did you the way that Jerry Jones did Dak? Now, the delusional fan is going to tell you that that's a part of negotiation. Jerry Jones ain't do nothing wrong. But when you got a guy and you saying that that's your guy, you go out there and you pay that guy. You know what I mean? You go out there and you pay that guy, period. And you got to feel that. You got to feel that if it ain't get done that way. Thank you for your service, LB Salute. Hey, man, listen, I'll do it again. So I tell you that, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Change my life, bro. Studio looking good. Not yet. We still working, man. We are still working. It's crazy because I'm in between 2 other rooms in my house. Like my daughter's room is on that side. And my guest bedroom is on this side. So you know what I mean? Nobody's using this room, so I'm claiming it that way. Dak over Wentz. Come on, man. What's understood? You know what I mean? But this is what I will say about the Washington Redskins. About the Washington football team. That's going to take some getting used to. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I mean? But They had a really underrated running game last year with Adrian Peterson coming in and running the ball like that. I think honestly that the front 4 and the defensive line of the Washington football team is just overrated to me. Every year they're projected dominant, and every year they have it over the NFL. I don't understand why we keep saying that they got a better front than the Philadelphia Eagles. By name, yes. I think Hargrave pushes us over the limit in terms of fronts, and I think it's going to be proven this year. I think we'll have a better defensive line than the Washington football team. We will. I just want to dominate them week 1. That's my only wish. I don't want to close the game. I don't want to come behind from 17 like we did last year when we played them in week 1. First of all, I'm tired of playing them in week 1. Man. Freak injuries, we don't want none of that. Brunson Lair, what you mean by that? That's what we're going to call a room? We have to stop, what do you say? We have to stop this Dak and Wentz debate. It's not even close. To me, Wentz is definitely better. Yeah, but it's a much-needed debate, though. It's a much-needed debate because you're talking about a quarterback who had success in 4 years than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has had success. When you're talking about wins, Dak Prescott got the second most wins in the National Football League since coming in 2016. 2 division titles, a number 1 seed. Now look at what Carson Wentz did. Carson Wentz helped his team get a number 1 seed. Carson Wentz also has 2 division titles under his belt. And he missed 8 games. Got the same amount of touchdowns as him. When you bring up them having the same amount of touchdowns, the logical answer for a person on the opposing side of the fence is, well, Dak has, if you add Dak's rushing touchdowns. They throw logic out the window. They throw it out the window so much. It's ridiculous. You know that in the NFL, rushing touchdowns aren't counted to a quarterback's touchdown column. It just isn't. It's 2 separate columns. It's 2 separate columns. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. Carson Wentz is the dude. Carson Wentz is that guy. And I'm happy to have him as a franchise quarterback. I mean, I guess, but as far as talent, it's not fair. Wentz is clearly better. Yeah, I mean, the arm talent is bar none. It's bar none. You could look at highlights of Carson Wentz and see throws. For every Carson Wentz game last year, it's 80% of the games, I'll say, I saw a throw that only 3 other guys can make. And those 3 other guys kind of got the same name. Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? It's 80% of last season. Carson Wentz had to make throws like that because guys couldn't get open. He had to make throws. He had to make magician-like throws. I'm not going to sit here and beat into your head the throw to Miles Sanders in the back of the end zone against Washington. Everybody can't make that throw. The Washington football team don't have the potential to cover our wide receivers. They don't. And Ronald Darby has to be a focal point of the attack. Now, I don't want to give away the keys to victory so soon. Darby might not even make the team. Preseason might help Darby make the team. If Darby is going to make the team, it's going to be due to preseason. You know what I mean? It's going to be due to preseason, and I'll explain that why. Preseason will probably mask how bad Darby actually is or how bad he's developed into. I mean, preseason is going to be a huge hindrance, man. I feel sorry for some of these undrafted free agents who aren't going to be able to show these people and get the proper tape out that they are good. I feel sorry for them. I do. That's what preseason is for. Whole preseason canceled. How do you judge killings? Off college tape? How do you judge it? You know what I mean? I don't get it. Imagine being excited over Mike McCarthy, but they are, though. But they are. This is the thing. This is what we have to act. Listen, we're in a fortunate position, Eagles Nation, but we got to be honest with ourselves. If we had a bad coach or we thought was a bad coach and he got fired, first of all, I don't think Jason Garrett was that bad. I don't think he was that bad. At times he appeared to be weak-willed. I don't think he was bad. Because you can't sit here and tell me that Ezekiel Elliott is the second winningest quarterback since entering the league without the following sentence being, well, that makes Jason Garrett the second winningest coach since 2016. You can't do that. You can't have one without the other. So obviously he wasn't that bad. And coaches, and can we blame Doug Peterson for the dropped passes? Can we? Can we blame Doug Peterson for the dropped passes? You can't blame Doug Peterson for the dropped passes. So you really can't blame Jason Garrett for the bad play of his stars in crucial moments. All this blaming the coach has to go. Unless the coach has been in a position for a very long time and still didn't get it done, then you can start placing blame on a coach. Yes, Garrett has been a coach of the Dallas Cowboys for a long time, but that has been broken down into 2 eras. A Romo era and a Dak era. I saw him having success with the Cowboys in the Dak era. And I'm going to leave it at that. We definitely have the advantage with no preseason. I don't think nobody has the advantage with no preseason. We have the advantage because we have a coach and the veterans understand how to prepare under said coach. But people lose. You lose. You got to get your body used to taking hits. You got to get your body used to game time speed. I fear that this season could produce a mass amount of injuries due to the lack of physicality. The physical gameplay being missed for 4 weeks. I fear it. I fear it. Listen, you can't just go to the gym and start lifting like a championship power lifter out of the blue. You have to train in those conditions first. You got to take some bumps and bruises. Garrett is 100% trash. Look deeper. Garrett messed up both eras. I can't say that. I can't say Dara messed up the Dak Prescott era. I can't. And this is from an outsider looking in. Y'all can feel how y'all feel because y'all don't want to place the proper blame. That's how I see it. You got to place the proper blame. You got to put blame where it belongs. The Philadelphia Eagles didn't blame Andy Reid for Donovan McNabb coming up short. Well, we kind of blamed both of them, but the blame got to be placed where it belongs. Listen, in the last meeting between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, I saw the 3 stars quit. I saw Zeke take himself out, and it produced the Pollard fumble. I saw Dak Prescott miss Amari Cooper wide open. I saw Dak Prescott make bad throws. I did. And I saw Amari Cooper not show up on the road like he always do. The blame got to go on some of these stars. And when you're talking about these 3 individuals themselves, one got a monster deal. Amari Cooper getting $20 million a year, and he don't show up on the road. Zeke, monster deal, taking himself in and out of games on crucial downs. I'm all for coaches getting burned at the stake. Listen, we burn Doug all the time. We do. We do. But this is the fact of the matter. Doug said this is the new norm. We've been in the playoffs since he said it. Doug has overcome rocky starts. He's overcome personnel issues. So, yeah, a good coach is hard to find. A good coach is hard to find. I wish the Philadelphia Eagles signed Jadeveon Clowney. I'd take Everson Griffin, but at the same time, we got to kind of save that money, man. The cap is going to be crazy next season. You know what I mean? Next offseason is going to be one that we might not like so much. Read article saying not to be surprised if Hightower takes JJ's spot. You can't be surprised. Hightower is big and fast. What are you about, 6'2"? Fast? You can't be surprised. You can't be surprised. In my opinion, JJ probably needs to go to the practice squad, but you got to justify that second-round pick, just like the Philadelphia Eagles got to justify this Jalen Hurts pick. What are they going to do? Are they going to put him in the field and we don't want him on the field? How do you justify the Jalen Hurts pick? It boggles my mind. How many touchdowns do you think Rhaegar gets this season? 6. 6. Jamal deserves a round of applause. Can we get some clapping emojis in the comments? Can we get some clapping emojis in the comments? Ironic, we got to clap because we're talking about the clapper. But can we get some clapping emojis in the comments? Please. Please. Rugro, what up? What up? What up? No, you ain't late. We've been on here like 30 minutes. We're just chopping it up. We're just chopping it up. We definitely just chopping it up. Cowgirls are walking excuses. Yeah. But how do you justify the Jalen Hurts pick, man? Let's be real. How do you justify the Jalen Hurts pick? Put him in for a couple Wildcats? Unrealistically, you can't have this dude not get any playing time because he's a second-round pick. You know what I mean? Realistically, you have to play Arcega-Whiteside because that was just his rookie season. He's a second-round pick. Hightower has to be exceptional to take his place. And guess what? There's no preseason. There's no preseason. I believe we got wide receivers on the roster better than Arcega-Whiteside. But preseason was the time where you got to prove it. Ain't no preseason. The pick was way too early. Yes, the pick was way too early, but we did it in order to stop the Dallas Cowboys from picking them. We did. Everybody want to say, oh, the Cowboys ain't won them. Okay, well, y'all won it. Y'all got Dalton then. Y'all took Dalton. You know what I'm saying? Dalton was once a franchise quarterback. At least we could say that. Eagles don't trust Wentz. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. I think they did it to groom him and to use him as trade bait because there's going to be a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. A lot. Phillip Rivers is not getting an extension. Tom Brady ain't got that many more years to play. You simply cannot justify the pick. You cannot justify the Hurts pick. I don't know what you would do that for. Can he throw a ball better than Sudfeld? I doubt it. I doubt it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. My guy LT, what up? My Cowboys family. I don't think it's fair that when they are 13-3, it was the guys. When they fell, it was the coach. Isn't the failure mutual? I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I agree. Not even 13-3. You don't even have to let them get to 13-3. They're 3-0. They are 3-0, pounding their chest like Donkey Kong. After beating the Giants, Redskins, and Dolphins, they 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. An inch of success, and they ain't blaming nobody. LB, I'm gonna lose my shit if we cut a young receiver for Goodwin. Goodwin got to stay healthy, man. That's number one, man. Xavier Stovall, what's up, man? Thank you for the donation. We can match up and win against anybody this year, LB, Chiefs and Ravens included. Yes, I wish we played the Chiefs this year. I wish we played the Chiefs this year. I do. I wish we played the Chiefs this year. If we stop the Ravens from, I'm so glad we played the Ravens this year. You have no idea how happy this makes me. You have no idea how happy this makes me. Because the theory of Carson Wentz being better than Lamar Jackson will be proven in this game. It will be proven. You know what I'm saying? It will be proven. I don't recall any history being made last season by Lamar Jackson. I don't recall it because Vic rushed for 1,000 yards before as a quarterback. Now, if you want to try to dissect, oh, he's the first person in history to throw for 3,000 yards, rush for 4,000 yards, and lead the league in touchdown passes, I can respect that. I can respect that. But I'll tell you this, Davion Taylor is a fast enough linebacker to spy Lamar Jackson effectively. Oh, everybody should blow the Patriots out this year. Everybody should be waiting to beat on the Patriots. But you cannot sleep on the Patriots defense. Hey, Drew, thank you for the donation, bro. What up? The Cowboys don't trust Dak. Facts. Guys that I trust, I pay them. I trust the dude that do the lawn for me. I pay him. You know what I'm saying? Before the pandemic, I trusted my daughter's daycare. I pay them. Nothing free. Nothing free. Hold on, let me mute this. This is my dad. See what's going on.
To the MGM, man. My luck been running pretty good. I'm gonna give him another try.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're going down to the MGM? I might, you know what? I might I might go down there with you. Try my hand on the table.
Yeah, man. Try your hand. I got you back.
All right. Yeah, I might. What time you gonna be down there?
I'm gonna leave. I should be down there somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
3:30. What time is it? Okay. I'll see you down there. I'll see you down there at 4 o'clock.
Look, when you get inside, right?
Uh-huh.
And you go through the security guard.
Yeah.
Straight ahead is a bar.
Okay.
I'll be right there by the bar.
All right.
I'll see you when you get there.
Okay, I'll be there at 4 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah, man. My dad ain't got nothing to do. He about to go to the casino. He been winning. So I'm gonna see if I could rub off on him a little bit. I need that. I apologize for the brief intermission. But at the same time, where was we? We're gonna take a question. See, hey, Miss Ballard, how you doing, Miss Ballard? How you doing? My people's in here, man. Love it. I'm more scared of Dalton, to be honest. Listen, man, Dalton not a joke. Dalton and Alex Smith are not jokes. I'm telling you, man, if these two teams decide to get their head out of what everybody want them to do and start trying to win football games, if the Dallas Cowboys play Andy Dalton, and if the Washington Redskins played Alex Smith, the division will look scary. I'm telling you. The division will look scary. You know what I mean? Scary. Facts. Word. Lucky you still have your dad. You should feel blessed. That's not even my dad. You know what I mean? That's the crazy thing about it. I lost my dad when I was 16. That's actually my wife's dad. And he's so cool. You know what I mean? He's so cool. So it's like, as a man, you still gotta find other men that you can learn lessons from. You know what I mean? You gotta find other men you can learn lessons from, and that's critical. So to have people like that in your life, you know what I mean? You're right. It's a blessing for sure. It's a blessing for sure. For sure, it's a blessing. LA out here, LB, Eagles fans everywhere. I agree, man. I agree. Alex Smith won't start week 1, 99%. He probably won't. But being cleared for contact is good. Dalton, the same dude who has 1 touchdown and 6 interceptions in the playoffs. Dalton also the same dude that made the playoffs four years in a row, his first 4 years. Dalton, now, you know what's so crazy? This is the crazy thing about this Andy Dalton thing. Somebody told me, hey, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear you lost your dad, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you learned some great lessons from him. You know what I mean? Some great lessons from him. In the live stream that I did with Vach, one of Vach's stances, and I agree with, hey, thank you guys for the donations. One of Vach's stances, and I agree with it to an extent, was that, not the Philadelphia Eagles, that it's rare that a good team can lift up a bad coach. It is rare, but one of the most present cases of it and effective cases of it is Andy Dalton lifting the Bengals for 4 straight years. I think 4 straight years to the playoffs. I don't know if it was 4 straight years. I can't really recall it, but Andy Dalton had success early with the Bengals. When they was calling him the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton had success. You know what I mean? Yes, he might didn't perform well in the playoffs, but he sure was getting them there. What's going on, Sharif? How you doing, bro? My guy, Sharif Jones in the building. Brunson is all about good order, structure, and discipline. That's everything in life. Everything in life. Good order, structure, and discipline. My guy, David Cornelio. Hey, shout out to you, David. Hey, LB, what are your thoughts on G Ward? You think he's getting cut? Dude has a hustle, never gives up. I don't think he's getting cut, but I don't think he's going to start. If everybody's healthy, Deshaun, Alshon, Rager, in whose place can he start? In whose place can he start? Got to think about that. He deserves a roster spot. LB, JJ Fitter, wide receiver type. I feel he's trash. The trash version of Alshon Jeffrey. You know, he had a really bad year. Really bad year. He had trouble reading plays. He just had trouble all across the board. We got to see how this shapes up for him. We just got to see. We got to see what he can do differently. Dilly, man. What's up, man? What's up? You can stop Lamar by making him throw after you win the game. Yeah. I think you got to make Lamar throw. But with a guy as multi-talented as Lamar, there's no such thing, in my opinion, as garbage time. I think them being down 3 touchdowns at the start of the fourth quarter, Lamar has the explosiveness to give you a chance to come back in that game. You got to play the Ravens the entire time. You got to play them all the way through. You got to give them that whole 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Fetty Rock, what up? Ward is very good in the slot. Yeah, you need 2 guys like that. You need to keep Ward for sure. You need 2 guys like that. And him being a former quarterback, you know the game. Did Dalton never win a playoff game? He didn't. Dalton never won a playoff game to my knowledge. But when did that become the benchmark? Because Peyton Manning ain't won a playoff game to his 5th year. Hey, thank you for the donation. Chaos the Filthy. What up? Peyton Manning didn't win a playoff game to his 5th year. Drew Brees didn't win a playoff game to his, I think, 5th year as well. Brett Favre didn't win a playoff game till around that same time. When did this become the standard? When? Aikman was terrible when he first got here. All this, but did he win a playoff game? That stuff comes, man. That stuff comes. Quarterbacks can play for 15 years in this game, bruh. 15 years. Chaos the Filthy. LB, give me your starting lineups as of right now, bully season. Starting lineups for who? The whole NFL team? That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Of course, quarterback Carson Wentz. Your RB1, you're going to go with Miles Sanders. Corey Clement could be a good compliment to Miles Sanders the way he's looking. Your wide receivers, I really want to see Rager in the slot. I think no linebacker is going to be able to match that. I want Alshon and Deshaun out on the outside and Rager in the slot. I think he's going to be deadly there. But Alshon not starting the season. Rager will get some outside time, and Goodwin in the slot will be a nightmare for somebody if he's healthy. Linebacker, I'm up in the air with it. Defensive, let's go to defensive line real quick, though. It's interesting. I got Brandon Graham, his usual spot. On the opposite end of him, I got Derek Barnett starting. If you're going to go with 4 pass rushers, if you're going to go with a 4-man front, I want to see Hargrave and Cox. And you can rotate those 2, Hargrave and Cox, Malik Jackson, Hargrave, Cox and Hargrave. You know what I mean? You could do so much with that, man. You know what I mean? So if you want to go a 3-man set, of course, it's going to be always Fletcher Cox most likely, and your 2 guys on the edge. Or Hargrave. Hargrave is the man. He's the man. Now listen, man. Cornerback. Of course, you're going to start big play Slay, Sidney Jones. I want to see him on the opposite side. Slot corner, Nicole Roby-Coleman. I just think he's better. I love Strap. But Nicole Roby-Coleman is a slot genius. You know what I mean? You mixing a little slot, you mixing a little Strap, you mixing a little Maddox. Come on, bro. I think you're good. I think you're good. Safety is up in the air as well because we got so many of them. It's hard. Kayvon Wallace or Mills? I don't know. I don't know, guys. We got a lot of unanswered questions. They consider Lamar top 5, and he didn't win a playoff game. Everybody, let's get a round of applause for my young boy Bashir. Round of applause. Round of applause. Y'all consider Lamar elite. He didn't win a playoff game. And he had multiple tries. Multiple tries. His first playoff game was actually pretty bad, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? We constantly make these narratives up for guys. Because Carson Wentz ain't won a playoff game, that's the only thing you can say. You can't say he don't throw a ball good. You can't say he throw too many interceptions. You have to pick on things that really have nothing to do with the individual performance of them, but the team aspect of it. You know what I mean? And Carson Wentz didn't win a playoff game because of the team. He won a playoff game because of things out of his control, like injury. You know what I'm saying? Like injury. When you got guys who've never missed a game in their life, guys who've never missed a game in their life, and they can't win a division. Most of the stuff that guys like that, most of the stuff was in their control when those circumstances are like that. You were there, you were present. The only things that you could say about Carson Wentz are things that were not in his control. He never went out there and wet the bed in a big game. He didn't. Give me a big game where Carson Wentz wet the bed. Yeah, he's lost games. The team has even been blown out while he was the starting quarterback, but were those big games? Every game last season, including the Dallas Cowboys game, was a big game. That's 4 big games in a row. How many games in a row do you need? How many must-wins in a row do you need to win a Super Bowl? How many must-wins do you need to win a Super Bowl? If you're coming in as a wild card, you need that wild card round, you need a divisional round, you need that championship round, and you need that Super Bowl game. He proved to me a lot last season. He proved that he can win must-wins in a row with things changing all around him. So I'll give him 4 must-wins in a row at the end of the season. Then I'll give him Green Bay. Because I believe if you lose to Green Bay, the season is over. It's over. Then I give him Buffalo. And mind you, Green Bay and Buffalo was on the road. Green Bay and Buffalo was on the road. I think Carson Wentz won 7 must-win games last season. That's half the season. Half the season. Come on, LB. Wentz injured himself on a screen pass in that playoff game. He injured himself? So there was no body. Comments like this are crazy. So there was no contact to Carson Wentz's body to another player. Injured himself on a screen pass. It doesn't even make sense because he had the ball. I don't get it. I don't get the logic between stuff like this. There's no come on, LB, like I'm telling you something far-fetched. You don't have to believe it was a dirty hit. That proves the hate that you have for Carson Wentz. Now, if you want to come and tell me that it wasn't a dirty hit, I just know how you really feel about Carson Wentz. Because the man diving to the back of your helmet is a dirty hit. If you want to tell me he injured himself in a Rams game, no, he got injured. It was out of his control. Period. Period. Murder Music, you ain't missing nothing much, man. You ain't missing nothing much. YB Dawkins didn't get a job with the secondary. Everybody that was a good player don't know how to be a good coach. Who knows, though? Who knows? Nah, it was a dirty hit, but he tried to run back to the line of scrimmage instead of throwing it away. What are you talking about? Did you watch the play? He was behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, he was in front of the line of scrimmage. He was closer to a first down. Listen, bottom line, no matter where he's at, it was a dirty hit. Nothing else you got to say. Nothing else you should be saying then. Nothing else you should be saying. Tired of hearing all this Carson Wentz haters. They're going to always be here. They're going to always be here. I thought Carson threw a touchdown pass against the Lions. Carson Wentz did throw a touchdown pass against the Lions. I'll make this easy for you. Carson Wentz threw a touchdown pass against everybody he played last year. Only quarterback to do that. You know what I mean? If that touchdown pass is caught, we win that game. If Arcega-Whiteside, Aguilar do what he's supposed to do, we win 2 more games. Difference between 9 wins and 12. How many touchdowns is Boston Scott getting? 4. Unless somebody get hurt again. All right, y'all, but I'm going to pop out this podcast. I'm going to pop out this live stream real quick. Official video coming later. It's already pre-recorded in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to slide out, man. Go see my dad real quick. You know what I mean? That way. You know what I mean? And finish enjoying your Sunday. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you do all those things. You know what I mean? I'm going to change the title of this because we talked about a lot of stuff and I love it. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Thank you guys for your continued support. I'm gonna slide out.